Hi, this is Asa, and welcome to my audio experience. I want to welcome to the show Lynette. Lynette is an amazing story with Keto Chow. Lynette has lost almost 140 plus pounds using Keto Chow. It just absolutely blows my mind. I cannot wait to hear her story. I want to welcome her to the show. Hi, Lynette.
Hi.
So glad you're with us. So tell us a little bit about your journey and using Keto Chow, because there's a lot of different ways to do keto, right? So we know that. And Keto Chow, their whole thing is that they make keto easy. And I think for the busy person, for the mom, for anyone that really struggles with doing keto and not having the time to prepare, all the meals that a lot of times it tends to require to make things taste good. How did you get started with Keto Chow, and tell us a little bit about your journey?
Oh, that's a great question. So my doctor put me on keto about 3 years ago, and I am a busy mom. I fall into that category. And so I was always running kids' places, don't have much time to cook. And I had a neighbor move next door. My new neighbor actually introduced me to Keto Chow. Once I tried it, I was actually hooked. It was amazing. It was quick and easy. It tastes great. It's really filling. And so it was great for me to be able to make it and have them in the fridge and grab them on the go. I could take them when I took my kids to lessons or to soccer games, volleyball games. So they really worked out great for me. They really helped me on my journey. So I really credit Keto Chow for helping me with my success.
Yeah, for sure. And 140 pounds. So in the beginning of that, when you decided to go keto, tell us how that started. Did the doctor say, okay, you've got to lose weight? Was it something that you wanted to do? Tell us, what happened there that really triggered you? Because when you
why I went keto?
Yeah, or why you went keto, and also just why you made that decision. Because to drop 140 pounds, you have to make a really strong decision, not to go back, right?
So my life was very, very different then from how it is now. I was very large, and I spent most of my days in bed. I was sick all the time. I couldn't get around much. Walking to the end of my driveway was difficult. Keeping up with my kids was non-existent. Life was just really hard for me, and I actually saw my doctor quite frequently, and my doctor just kept telling me, calories in, calories out, calories in, calories out. And I kept more food journals than anybody should have to. And at that point, I decided to switch doctors. My new doctor put me on keto. And I really feel like that saved my life. And so between finding this new doctor and her putting me on keto and then finding Keto Chow, my life has been really blessed, and my life is much different now. I'm able to do so many things that I couldn't do before, and just life. I'm just living life to the fullest. So
that's amazing. And so your energy levels, going from being in bed all day after doing keto and using Keto Chow, what are your energy levels like today? And what does your day look like? Are you sleeping 7-8 hours and then you're energetic the rest of the time? Do you feel like you need naps? What is life like today?
Oh my goodness. I don't really need naps anymore at all. And I think some people may say I have too much energy, but, oh no, I feel so great. I feel really, really good all the time. I've been sick maybe once in the 3 years that I've been keto, and it was maybe a 3-day bout of sickness. And yeah, my health is great. I've overcome I had things like leaky gut and GERD and insulin resistance, so many things that I had wrong with me that I don't have anymore. So my overall health has improved tremendously. And so just all of those things that are gone have made me feel so much better. And so, yeah, my quality of life is just amazing.
That's a great way to put it. It really, because that's what it comes down to, is the quality of your life, and especially the energy levels that you have and the time that you have to spend with your loved ones. That's what matters. And when people say keto gave me my life back, I hear that all the time. And And when I hear about Keto Chow, which is so great, is I hear Keto Chow made it easy. So
Yes.
it was that next step. It's like once you understand what keto is and how to live your lifestyle that way and how your body can adapt and adjust, then comes in Keto Chow that makes life that much easier. And for the on-the-go person who maybe was always the one stopping at fast food or whatever, just to make ends meet throughout the day to get some kind of food in you, now you've got a viable option. And they're coming out with new flavors all the time. So you never get bored.
They're also good too.
Yeah, they are absolutely amazing. And there's so many different ways to make the shakes with Keto Chow. And my favorite is just with water in the mix. A lot of times I do that. I use it before workouts and whatnot. So that's a really good thing. So when you drop to 140 pounds and, life today, and you said your insulin, of course, numbers are better, no more insulin resistance. Where were you at 140 pounds as far as medically speaking? I mean, were you on medications? Did you have high blood pressure? What were some of the conditions that you had then that you don't have now?
So I basically just the insulin resistance. And that's all it took was for my doctor to tell me that. Because I look at my family history, and my family history is full of diabetes and heart failure and cancer and all kinds of things that I really don't want to get. And so as soon as my doctor told me, okay, you're insulin resistant, you need to go keto, it was a no-brainer for me. And I took her advice, I ran with it, and I haven't looked back. I haven't had a lick of sugar or anything like that in 3 years. And
that's amazing.
Yeah. So I really, that's my motivation. That's my why. And so I don't know. That's why I do it.
No, that's a great answer. And, with a family and kids and the whole nine, I mean, they're looking at mom, right? To set the example. The parents typically set the example. And so they're looking at you. Think about you now and the woman that you are now with the decisions that you've made for your health and what that's modeling for your kids and your family. Because at 140 pounds, can't get out of bed, think about that mom versus the mom you are now. So when you say it gives you your life back, it does it in so many ways.
Right.
So I would say the biggest thing, and the question I really would like to know is, once you started using Keto Chow, what did your life look like during the day? Do you eat one meal a day and several shakes? Talk about your routine that you really came up with that was workable for you being a busy mom and having to keep up with everything throughout the day.
Okay. So when I first started using Keto Chow, I mainly I did usually 2 shakes a day, and then I would do a healthy keto dinner. And that would make it so that I could grab those shakes, and I could actually take those and I could volunteer in the kids' classrooms, and I could take the kids to their practices, and I could take the kids to their games. And because I really was always on the run, and so that made it just easier for me. And then I could sit down and eat a dinner with them in the evenings. So that's how it worked for me.
And during that process, is anyone else in your family on board with eating keto? Or are they doing it as well? Have you made it more of a family affair?
Off and on. Sometimes they do it with me and sometimes they don't. But I would like them to do it with me all the time, but I haven't been very successful at that. I would hope that eventually they will jump on board and do this with me full time. So. Yeah,
the more you do it, the more you lead by example, the more that will come around. Most people like what you had. I've found as a physician, most of the time, many people have to have something looking at them in the face, staring at them, like insulin resistance or high blood pressure, or, something that maybe was in your family history, and now you're staring at it. There has to be that motivating factor, right? To think,
Right.
okay, I'm not going to eat sugar and I'm not going to eat desserts and all that. I'm going to give all that up, because giving those up at that point now becomes valuable, because you're looking at your life and the quality of your life and thinking, okay, if I got to give up some chocolate cake to get healthy and drop the weight, I can do that. It makes it easier at that point.
Exactly.
But I'm just glad you're living by example. I think that's great for them and for so many others. Believe it or not, we impact so many people that are around us every single day. So if someone is looking to use Keto Chow, they don't know, they're thinking about it, they might want to do it, they don't know, what would you tell someone that's looking to start with Keto Chow? How would you encourage them?
Oh, how would I encourage them? I would just say that Keto Chow is probably the best keto product out there on the market for anybody that is ever on the go or doesn't have time to cook or just wants something, that tastes great. It's just a great product. I like the fact that you can make them ahead of time and you can just grab them and go. I will sometimes make up to 6 days worth in the fridge. I'll have 15 in my fridge at a time, and I can just grab them and go whenever I want. So that's really great too. They're convenient. I like that there's so many flavors to choose from. If there's not a flavor, if you taste one that you don't like, there's always going to be something that you do like, because there are so many to choose from. And gosh, yeah, they're just amazing.
Yeah, no, that's really good. And they've also have soups now, and the broth and the different flavors like that. So you can make it into a hot soup. They've made different ways to utilize it, even more than just a shake, right?
Right. And those are great too.
Yeah, they are. So, Lynette, I want to thank you for being with us. Thank you for being on the show. I'm so encouraged by your life and your passion for living a life that, whether it was keto or not, to make the choices and the changes that were necessary to get your health back for yourself and for your family. And I love that you found a company that I believe in so much, Keto Chow. They're great people, great product, and of course, it's a great supplement and food for your everyday life to make it easy. It makes keto easy. That's what
really
Keto Chow says. So it's great. So Lynette, thanks so much for being with us, and we wish you all the best.
All right, thanks for having me.
Did you know you could listen to the AsaRx audio experience on Spotify and Pandora? For all the ways to watch and listen, check out our show page at asarx.com/experience.
Hi, it's Asa. I'm giving you a copy of my best-selling book for free to help you in your health journey today. I'll pay for the book. All you do is just cover the small shipping and handling costs. Go to asarx.com and get your free book today.
This episode is over, but check episode notes for links to products and services you've heard about on this episode. Thanks for listening and subscribing. Please share the AsaRx audio experience with others and stay in touch by giving us your comment or review.